All right. Good morning, everyone. Today's Thursday. It's basically the day where I don't have any other work on other than Callus. So it's going to be a different sort of vid today. I'm going to take you through a little bit of a rundown. It's kind of a reset day for me, but it's also where I bulk bill all my content and we keep on track with all the clients and make sure everything's going good. Thursday's a good day for me to also meal prep as well. So I'll run you through a little bit of food that we're going to do. But yeah, it should be a good one, should be a different one. And it's just more of a day-by-day sort of process. It's I have a little bit more time on my hands at the moment with me not doing support work. As you can tell, I'm in bed, not coming from support work now. So that is all done and dusted. So yeah, we're going to rip in. We're going to check in with the clients, eat some fucking brekkie, head off to the gym and come back, have some lunch. And then we're going to have a little probably chat skis about just what the bigger goal is, I think. I'm trying to put into the picture in my head of what it is going to look like for us going forward as well with everything that's going on. I've now kind of set myself up to ensure that I can pay the bills and everything like that, and we can build Callus in first hand, which is good. So yeah, it's not too much of a lesson. It's more of a teaching for myself in this way to keep on track with everything that's going on. I posted a reel today that's basically talking about delayed gratification, and just because things don't seem like their cogs are like moving and you're seeing the results of something that's coming so far, you need to learn to reap the rewards as you go. You need to have discipline throughout everything that's going on and understand that you will get to where you're going as long as you stay the course and doing the boring things on a daily basis. And it's a lot harder than you think, to stick to something for so long without seeing the result for it is so unmotivating. It's ridiculous. And it kind of helps you steer a course to, all right, well, it's not working, so what's the point anymore? But the real reality of it is no matter what you're building, no matter what you're pushing towards, and no matter what the struggles that sort of come up in all the situations, that are all lessons to be learned along the way. And without those struggles, you don't become the person you want to be. As long as you face them, of course. If you turn away and shy away from the situations that become hard and difficult, then you'll never be able to push yourself in these situations and grow as a person. So I think that these days are lessons for me to ensure that I can keep pushing myself forward on the days where it does feel boring, on the days where I do feel like I'm spinning my wheels, on the days where it just doesn't seem like it's going to end. But I shouldn't say end, it should say just doesn't seem like it's going to grow to the big reality that I know Callus can be. And I know it can be because we have clients in here and we have little things and nuances that help us show that we are doing the right things. But as human beings, we always want more. We always want to strive and push for more, and we always want more for ourselves. And once we do get something like the clients that we do have in the base so far and into the Callus core, we always get that, and then, all right, what's the next sort of phase and what's the next sort of phase? We don't really stop and take a breath and really soak in how far we've come, how far we've taken everything at the same time. So yeah, today's going to be a good one. It's good kind of a reset sort of day at the same time, just to put some peace of mind throughout myself as well, but also to stay the course, ensure that I'm getting all my content. That's the biggest thing that I struggle with, is getting content out to you guys is on a regular sort of basis. I want to start doing, now that I have no support work on Wednesday nights and Thursday nights, I want to start batching it big time on a Thursday so that content doesn't really have to be shot for the rest of the week. I'm going to get a little shave going on and look a little bit better for you guys as well. So I'll look a little different in the next couple of scenes. But yeah, it should be a good way to set myself up, and I'm learning as I go along, and I think there's the best way to go about anything is that if I think I know everything, then you're not going to better yourself. And I'm trying to level up the content. I'm trying to, you know, teach lessons that I'm learning as I go along to you guys. And it's such an absolute fucking journey and a real test of my abilities, and I love it so fucking much. And I hope you guys are enjoying the journey so far. I hope you guys are buying into it as much as I do. And I've said it on a couple of videos before, but I've said it later. So I want to say early in the video, if there's something that you guys want to see or me to talk about or anything like that, please do hit me up with it, because you know, this channel is just as much for me to learn and grow and better myself, but it's also for you guys to take on board as well. So but yeah, let's rip in. I'm a little bit tired, I'm a little bit sick, but we are much better today than we were on Monday. I went home from work early on Monday. I was ridiculously ill. I was just coughing like crazy. Yum, I know. But yeah, we have a day to rip into, so let's rip in, let's have some fun, and let's fucking get to the gym, because I've only been once this week, and I really fucking hate that. I hate that about myself. So let's go.
Day and night, I toss and turn, I keep stressing my mind. I look for peace, but see I don't attain. What I need for keeps this silly game we play. Now look at this, man, this magnet keeps attracting me. I try to run, but see I'm not that fast. I think first, but surely finish last. Cause day and night, the lone stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone through the day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night, day and night. The lone stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone, some things will never change. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night.
Alright, we are now post-gym session. I am out of breath because I fucking cannot breathe properly. I'm still not so good in the sickness realm. However, it's felt nice to train. You know, I've pretty much been bedridden most of the week. So it's good to sort of be back at it, having a good time. It's push sessions always fun to make sure you get more motivated and go towards the gym. Let me know what like session you guys like the best. I enjoy working back a lot, and I like legs because I don't like legs, but I feel like I've always worked something. I push myself hard when I do legs. Like right now, chest is probably my weakest part of my body. So training it seems like a chore, but it's good to see the progression as we go along. And so I'm going to pop up Trainerize here. This is pretty much the session that I did today. You obviously see the videos of it as we flew by. But Trainerize, we are back on it with Calloused. I think it's probably a good option. We were using a different app for a little while there. Just didn't have like a little nuances and stuff that we liked with some of our clients that we like to do. We can pretty much use Trainerize for everything that we need for Calloused at the moment. So it's good to have all-in-one stop shop for our clients, basically, so that they're not fiddling around and going between two. And Jimmy and I are starting to use Trainerize for our own training and stuff like that, just to see what the customers see on their point of view as well. It's good for us to see what's going on, and it's also to help us with our training and keep us accountable, but also seeing our progression and how it would go for the clients as well. So yeah, it's a good little option. Let me know if there's any questions that you guys would not want to know about the app and anything like that. But it's as I said, it's an easy to work with. You can fucking tell, like, just from what I've pretty much just showed there, it's literally just plug in whatever you did onto the next. It even has like little rest periods as well if needs be. So we pumped it up, felt good. I'm gonna go home, eat some eggs, might go for a little stroll, have a little chat, And you know, this video's probably gone on long enough, so we'll probably end it sort of there after the chat on the walk today. But it's yeah, it's a nice, beautiful, sunny day. I'm gonna make the fucking most of it. So let's go back, eat something, because I am hungry. Let's go. So the day's done. Ticked all the boxes. And today was more like a ceiling day than a floor day, because I have a lot more time on my hands. I can do what I want, and it's more time and focused on myself type thing. And work and other types like woolies and stuff like that to get in the way, and I had prepped myself to be able to do the things I needed to without any friction. And when I talk about floors and ceilings now, I want to actually rip into it properly for you guys, because it's what we teach in Calloused in week 1, and I think it's so important to teach straight off the bat, because if you don't understand your floors and ceilings, how do you know that you are progressing, and how do you know what to strive for on a day-to-day basis? What is it that you need to do to ensure that you are moving forward? And I think it's such a perfect place to start, and I'll touch on it now, being basically your floor is whatever it is that you need to do, your bare minimum that you can do on a day when it is difficult to still hit, because you still want to progress. But if days aren't working correctly, things get in the way, friction happens, you can revert to this floor that you'll still move forward no matter what. The floor for Calloused and what we teach is 10k steps a day. If you can't get them a day, we kind of do it over a week, 70k steps over a week. You get your training session in, which is actually 3 training sessions over the week. And obviously you hit your cal and macro targets that we set. Those are the 3 things to ensure that you do them week on, week out, you'll move forward no matter what. And those are the floor, as we said. Then we have our ceilings. Ceiling is, as I said, a day like today where I've been smashing everything. Everything looks perfect and good. But this is the times where if you're just aiming for your floor every time, and there's nothing to sort of push you further forward, you can't strive for more, and you can't kind of push yourself to max, you know. And this is what the ceiling is made for, is to kind of hold yourself into that minimum, into that in-between mode. And this is what the ceiling's for, because it kind of holds you accountable in a way to not coast. You don't want to hold yourself just to this floor, you want to push yourself to this ceiling at the same time. And sometimes you do land in between, and that's okay. Sometimes you land below, and that's okay. Sometimes you're hitting your ceiling for a good couple of days and you're feeling good. Awesome. But just know that without the floor and the ceiling and something to aim for and have something in between, you don't really know where you're at, and you don't know how to push on. So those are the metrics that we go by. Everyone is completely different. Everyone has different lives, everyone has different goals, everyone knows what they want in their circumstances. So really it just comes down to what you want. And if you don't know what you want in that way to help you push yourself, and that's fine. But having this knowledge now and then taking it towards whatever it is that you want to strive and push for, that's that next step for you. So if you want help setting out your floor, setting out your ceilings, have a think about what I've just spoken about and try and adapt that into your own life, or reach out. I can absolutely help you for sure. But these are the things that keep me accountable, keep me pushing further forward. And it doesn't just go towards fitness. You know, we built Calloused to be a global, I want to say performance brand, but it comes from the roots of our life coaching courses. Fitness has always been used as a vehicle now to push yourselves, because it's so easy to attain, it's so easy to push yourself. When you start working on yourself in a physical aspect, you can start working on yourself in so many aspects of life, not just fitness. You know, this floor and ceiling system can be so adaptable to any part of your life, any pillar that you want to use, whether it be, you know, your personal development, your fitness, your money goals, your career goals, your relationships, your family, whatever it may be. You can use this sort of system to also push yourself in a way where you're not coasting through life on autopilot. So have a little think about it. I think it's very good information. As I said, it's our first week that we teach this. And I think it's a perfect place to start because you know what you want to do and you know what you want to push for. So we teach you to understand what your capabilities are and push towards that to get to that next level and whatever it may be. So I'll leave that with you guys. Hope you guys are having a good cheeky Thursday. I'm going to keep finishing up my walk, go home, have a shower, check in with the clients, make sure everything's all done, ticked all the boxes there, and we keep moving forward. So I'll see you guys next week. Take care of yourselves. I love you all. Be good.